What's going on, everybody? Flight Simulation Experience back for another stream in the beautiful Fenix Airbus A320 from Fenix Simulations. Welcome back, everybody. Sitting on the ground in Drzewiecki Design's fabulous Newark International Airport. Frame heavy though, that is for sure. Definitely takes a hit on your frames, as there's a lot of detail going on in this airport. But yeah, with the amount of detail, the performance is still relatively good, considering all the detail. I think the jet bridge is modeled absolutely fantastic. Let me go ahead and make sure that my stream here looks good. Everything does look okay so far. And let me make sure I can get back into this camera system here and swap back over to cockpit view. Beautiful. Let me just jump outside real quick. As you can see, the frames are a little bit heavy, but once again, I'm still on an older PC. We'll be trying to make an upgrade soon, hopefully. Alright, so we got our baggage people loading in our luggage into the aircraft. We are going to be flying to Rochester International Airport today, up in upstate New York. And then from Rochester, we're going to do the return flight into Newark so we could see this beautiful scenery flying out and flying back in. It is snowing in Rochester, so it should be a fun arrival there. And without further ado, let's go ahead and start up Pack X. Let's go to... We have 134 passengers today, I believe. Let's scroll on down there. Let's go to United, and we'll go to Open, and we'll start the flight. And let's go ahead and jump in the cockpit. We are sitting on the ground, cold and dark, in the Fenix. Airbus A320, let's come on upstairs here and let's get BAT 1, BAT 2, and external power to the available mode. We're going to go to IRS 2. We're going to make sure that we see our on BAT. We'll let the fault extinguish. IRS alignment 1, on BAT, beautiful. We'll wait for it to extinguish. And then IRS 3, on BAT, and then we'll wait for it to extinguish. Come on down here. The crew supply oxygen is going to go on. Our cargo heat's going to the aft position. Emergency light's going to come on. Turn those seatbelt signs on, as well as those non-smoking, just non-seatbelt signs are going on. Beacon light can come on, and our nav light can go to the auto position as everything starts to fire up here. Beautiful. Let's come on down here to the FMC. Let's go ahead and start up FS Realistic to increase our realism a little bit. Make sure our pedals work, which they do. Don't need to worry about that alarm. We will clear that guy. And let's come on down to our NetRef page. We are going to populate from SimBrief our flight plan. Let's go ahead and clear all these messages here. Beautiful. Let's go to align the IRSs. We'll start the alignment. Wonderful. Let's go to return. And let's do everything from the iPad here. So let's come on into our flight plan. Let's go to Navigraph. We will sync our flight plan. Actually, the first thing we probably need to do is let's go to the Fenix. Let's go to My Flight, and let's import the flight plan from the briefing here. And beautiful. That looks good there. Ooh, 18 minutes. All right, so let's go to the mass and balance, and we're going to go ahead and load the flight plan. We'll do a fast time, because it's going to take about 7 minutes to get the passengers loaded in. Let's go to Navigraph here, and let's import the SimBrief from Navigraph into the flight. And then we're going to go back here, and then we're going to go to the pilot briefing. And we'll sync that as well. Alright, so our block fuel today is 16.655, so we're just going to go ahead and plug in 16.5, but before we do that, let's make sure we get our flight plan in, and let's make sure we get our flight number in, which is United Airlines 2555, so United Airlines 2555, let's go ahead and plug that in there. Cost index today is going to be 28, let's bump that up to 38, I want to get there a little sooner, and 240 is, I believe, the cruise, yep, 240, so pretty low today, it's only about 40 minutes in the air, I believe. So flight level 240, let's go ahead and get our fuel in just right away. We're gonna go ahead, we'll make the changes if we need to, but let's just record what it has here in SimBrief. So we'll put 16.6. 16,600 pounds of fuel going into the block there. Beautiful. Now let's go to the flight plan. We're gonna be departing probably right out of runway 22 right, I assume. And let's just double check that. So let's come on down here to the flight plan, which is this guy, 22 right, direct to Neon. So we'll take 22 right here. We're going to insert that, and we're going to go direct to Neon so we can clear the discontinuity there. We'll insert that, and as you can see, we're going direct to Neon. For the arrival, we're going to probably, depending on the winds are pushing heavy to the east. So it's going to be more likely an ILS 28. And as we can see here, it is an ILS 28, and it's a direct from Gib. So we're going to insert that, and now we're just going to clean up our discontinuities here, which we got one right there, and that's onto the arrival. Yep, that's onto the glide path, actually. So we're going to remove that guy. We're going to insert that. We're going to get our first officer. We're going to plug him into the flight plan as well, and we're just going to keep him on the flight plan. We're going to go to our performance page, and we don't know what our final load sheet is, so we can't necessarily do that right now. So let's come on upstairs here. Let's go ahead and turn on our probe and window heat, and let's go ahead and fire up our APU system. APU is now in the firing up stage. Beautiful. Let's remove this guy. Let's go ahead and retract that. Our door is unlocked, and we will go ahead and just make sure that works and reset it. Beautiful. Let's go to the on position. We will ident as 2000, even though we are not on VATSIM. And this should have been started already. Flap is now open. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and fire up the APU. Turn my sounds up here a little bit. Let me double check the stream, make sure everything looks good, which it does. I wanted to use FSLTL from fly-by-wire for traffic, but it's such a frame hit at this airport. I'm losing about 10 FPS by running that, so we're sitting at 30, 31 FPS, sometimes 25 FPS. I mean, this is pretty much the lowest FPS I want to go. Alright, so let's go to the departure page. We can sync the weather, see what kind of weather we have. So the altimeter is 29901, temperature is 5 degrees, 260 at 11 is our winds. 29901, beautiful, and 29901 and 29901. We can put him on airports, altitude constraints we could plug in here. We'll take it up to 10,000.
Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down in your seats to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please leave the exit seating responsibility.
And right now we're just waiting for our ILSs to align. We'll go ahead and fire up the APU bleed.
If you are not able or prefer not to perform the action, please let a flight attendant know so you can be reseated.
Not sure why the jetway went away. Let me go ahead and call him back.
We ask that larger electronic devices are stored once you depart. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Are you coming back, man? Got a problem with the jetway here? Come on. Alright. Yeah, we're not done boarding. Come on. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's pre-plan our pushback here. Pre-plan pushback. And let's go to... This is quite a tricky pushback here, so let's go... I'm going to push all the way back to here. And then we're going to push back to here is fine. So we're going to go ahead and enter that guy in. Remove this. Let's go ahead and sync our weather, which it is. This is the load sheet right now. We need to sync the final load sheet. We're going to do a flaps of 1 takeoff today. Force toga, no anti-ice is going to be in the on position. The packs will be in the on position. And yeah. We will get these numbers calculated once this guy is loaded up, once we get our final load sheet. Don't have our final load sheet because the aircraft is not fully loaded yet. So let's go to this. And as we can see, 113 passengers boarded already, and we need one. We have 162 planned. So we still have a little bit to go here. Our fuel is in at 16.6. Which indicates here 16.6. And there we have it. We got 1 minute on the IRS to align. Probably turn this guy down here. Beautiful. This airport is absolutely beautiful. It's just so heavy. We are sitting here in real world time and real world weather. So in the sim right now it's 2:49 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Alright, so we have our navigation system ready to go here, as we can see. Probably got about 3 minutes on the boarding, and then we should be good to go. We can go ahead and remove our... Are we on external power? Let me see. It is on, so we could swap over. The APU is running. go ahead and remove our ground power unit. You can click on that there. That removes that. Cool. We can take our crew outside and they can finish their services. All right, the ground crew is about to remove the chocks, so we can go ahead and do that. Dreamliner right there, or that could be yeah, it's a dream. That's yeah, it's a 787. All right, boarding is complete. Beautiful. Let's go to our very good. So let's go ahead and before we take off here, let's go ahead and make sure we have everything we need here. So we got 133.1.
With service to New York. Our flight time will be roughly 48 minutes.
133.1, 133.1, and 30.2. There's our zero fuel weight and zero fuel weight center of gravity. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and remove that. And let's go to our performance page. We can now sync our final load sheet. Let's go to the departure page. And we're taking off runway 22 right out of Newark. It is dry conditions. Flaps 1, force toga, no anti-ice. It's going to be off. Pax, we'll go ahead and sync our final load sheet. Our tow is 149,200 pounds. Beautiful. And we'll resync our weather, which is good to go. We can go ahead and calculate our V-speeds. And V1, 151, rotate 151, and 153. So let's go ahead here. 151, 151. And 153. Transition altitude in the United States is 18,000 feet. We're doing a flaps. We're doing a flaps with a down trim of, I assume, 0.1, 0.2. Okay, 0.2. We're gonna go ahead and plug that in right there. We're flexing today at 60 degrees. Very standard flex. And we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and call our tow truck. Whoop. Let's go ahead and call our tow pushback. Let's go ahead and request that pushback. Our parking brake is set. And all our doors are closed. Beautiful. Let's go to our engine page as we're going to be firing up our engines. Fuel pumps coming to the on position here. And we are good to go. We are good to rock and roll. These lights are really bright in the cabin. Let's come on over here. Let's go ahead and turn those off. Let's go to this guy and sim settings, and let's go to our cabin lights.
Okay, sir.
Cabin lights coming off.
All doors and hatches closed, and
we'll
all
go to
ground
Navigraph,
equipment is removed.
and we have our ground charts here.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
All right, so runway 28 right is right here, so we're going to be taxiing up to this way.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brake is released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Just make sure everything
We'll
looks
start
good here on the stream. All right, so far so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us. Welcome aboard.
All right, ignition can go into the start position. Engine number 2.
As we demonstrate the safety features of this Airbus A320 airplane. We appreciate your complete attention to this important safety information. If you're seated in an exit row, you may be required to assist the crew in an emergency. If you're unable to perform the functions described on the safety card, please advise the flight attendant for reseating at the end of this video.
To fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap, insert the metal fitting into the buckle. Tighten the belt by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the buckle flap. When the seatbelt sign is illuminated, immediately be seated and buckle up. To ensure your safety, your seatbelt should be fastened at all times when you are seated.
There are 4 exit doors, 2 on each side of the airplane, and 4 window exits located over the wings. Each is equipped with an evacuation slide that automatically inflates. Each exit is marked with a sign overhead. The main doors open
EGT
by
is
moving the
rising.
large handle in the direction of the arrow. Open the overwing exits by removing the cover and pulling down on the marked handle.
Engine number 2 is good and available. Go ahead and fire up engine number 1.
When you're on the ground,
Let's hear that bad boy
away from
spool
the
up.
airplane. In the event of a water landing, main door slides can be detached from the airplane and used for supplemental flotation. Overwing exits should not be used in a water landing unless directed by a crew member.
Look around to locate the 2 exits nearest your seat. In some cases, your nearest usable exit may be behind you.
In an evacuation, exit the outside.
A life jacket equipped with a water-activated light is located under or near your seat. It can be identified by a
Oh
red
man,
tab.
those sounds. Ooh,
Do not
love
remove
it.
it unless directed by a flight attendant.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Park brake set.
Parking brake set.
The pouch, remove
Parking
and
brake
unfold
set.
the vest.
Lowering aircraft.
To secure the vest, slip it over your head. Pull the straps from the back
Ground.
and attach
Startup
the
is
hose to the
complete.
ring in
You may
front.
disconnect.
Pull the waist
Roger.
straps
Good
away
engine
from
start.
you
Clear
until
to
they are
disconnect.
tight around your
See you
waist.
at the side.
In an
Have a good
emergency,
flight.
exit the airplane
Holding position
and only
waiting for the
then
visual.
inflate the
Thank
vest
you and
by pulling
goodbye.
down sharply on one of the
Engine number
ring
1
tabs.
is available. Beautiful.
If additional flotation is needed, pull the
Star
second
selector,
vest tab.
engine selector can go into the
Also inflate
normal
vest
position.
by
Go ahead and
blowing
arm
into
our
the
spoilers for takeoff.
Oxygen mask.
And
above your
slats coming out.
To start the flow of oxygen, firmly pull a mouse towards you to extend the plastic tubing.
Slats coming out to flaps 1.
Slip the elastic
As we
band
can see
overhead.
indicated right there. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and turn on our taxi lights. Runway turnoffs will come on, and once we exit the taxi, the gate area, that is, go to our takeoff config. We're going to make sure we have our max, and we are good to go here. Let's go to our facilities page. Just make sure our ailerons are turning left.
Also requires customers to comply with
Take a
all
look at
lighted
that.
signs, placards, and crew member instructions.
Beautiful.
Please ensure your carry-on items and tray
Let's
tables
come on
are
down here.
stowed,
Make sure our
hip
elevator
strapped
works full up
upright
and full
position,
down.
headrest
And
stowed,
our
and your
rudder.
seatbelt is securely fastened.
Brakes
Be sure
checked.
that
Beautiful.
laptop computers,
All right.
cell phones,
Everything
and
looks
all
good. Let's go
personal
back to our
electronics
engine
are turned
page.
off
We're
and
ready for
properly
taxi.
stowed. If
Park
an
brake
emergency
release.
evacuation
We
becomes
did forget to
necessary,
do
leave
something.
all
Let
carry-on
me.
items behind.
If you have any questions regarding safety, please ask a flight attendant.
Let's go ahead and lock our cabin door here.
It's our pleasure to
Let's
have
go
you
reset the trim just in
enjoy
case.
your flight on United.
Alright, so we're out of the gate area. Let's go ahead and turn on our runway turnoff lights and come to the on position. APU bleed can come off. Master APU can come off as well. I believe this is what? This is Alpha here, so we're going to make a left on Alpha. I believe that's what Kilo it looks like. Yeah, so we'll make a right on Kilo and then Romeo. I believe this is probably Kilo right here. It is Kilo, as you can see. Little United facility here. It looks so awesome. Drzewiecki Design always does a great job with their airports. So we're on Romeo now. York in the background. Looks like maybe that's Freedom Tower. Folks, we're number 1 for takeoff. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure. Folks, we're number 1 for takeoff. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure. Alright, so we're not following a departure. We can enter runway 22 right from here. Let's go ahead and fire up our lights. We can clear for takeoff. Alright, fully lit up like a Christmas tree. Let's go ahead and turn this guy to on and reporting. Chrono's going on. Climbing up to 10,000 feet. Let's get it. 22 right confirmed. Spool it up to about 50%. A little bit side stick pressure, nose down. And stable. And Manflex SRS 60 auto throttle blue. Airspeed's alive, 80 knots, neutral side stick. $120. V1. Rotate. Little bit of side crosswind there. Positive rate of climb. Gears going up. Follow our flight directors. And we are airborne. Alright, let's pay attention. Let's follow our flight directors. Right turn, throttle climb. Pitch the nose down a little bit. $195 knots. We're going to retract our slats and go to flaps position 0. Slowly gaining speed. All right, we can go flaps clean. Beautiful. Alright, pitch the nose down a little bit, gain some speed. Go ahead and turn off our nose light and our runway turn off. Nav can go to the auto as well as the strobe. And we can now turn back to the left here, get back on course. We overshot our turn a little bit. There's no problem, we make that correction. I was messing with the lights, didn't see it. Alright, autopilot 1 coming on, indicated right here, beautiful, as well as here. We'll take it up to 24,000 feet, which is our cruise. And let's take a look at some of these views here. And that's it. Transition is 18,000. See if we can take a look off our left here. Ooh, it's pretty What is the temperature? Okay, we don't need anti-ice because we're not in any clouds. So let's go ahead and turn these lights up a little bit. I turn these guys down a tad. I don't know what's going on with this, why it's not smooth. Ever since the update, it's been doing that. Alright, we're above 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and turn the landing lights off. Wing light can come off as well. It's relatively smooth. Probably could kill the seatbelt side.
You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galley or near the lavatory.
It's not the view I'm looking for. I'm looking for that view.
Turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you in case of unexpected turbulence.
That looks so awesome. Alright, so we're on our way to Rochester. Alright, coming up to 18,000 pretty soon here. Oh no, we have a little bit of a little while. All we gotta do now is just our transition altitude at this point, and we are smooth sailing. Come on upstairs, make sure everything looks good up here, which it does. Do we need these guys? I don't know. Let's check. No. Maybe we could use this one. Or this one. What you do is you can remove it right here. And oh, doesn't let you do it without that? Is that how that works? So, looks like it. Interesting. I didn't know that. So if I go over here, yeah, it won't let, oh, because this thing, gotcha. Alright. Really short cruise here. Really short cruise. Let me do something here. Let's go to go to our moving map. We can remove this. Let's go to our route. 254 nautical miles. Beautiful. Let that load up. And there we are. Rochester. All right, we're above 18,000 now. Go ahead and go to standard pressure. Left side, right side, and we'll do our backup. The company message here, I believe, is the load sheet. We could double check that. Let's go to MCDU menu, ATSU, and we can go to AOC, and we can see our received messages, and it is the load sheet. Our final load sheet, which we would have accepted on the ground. 0 feet weight of 133.1 with a tow of 149.2, 162 plus 1, which is probably our deadhead passenger here, which is another pilot that we're taking to Rochester. So he's just hopping on a ride with us. You can see the snow starting to come in, and it's going to get very snowy. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather in Rochester. Let's make ourselves useful here. Let's be good forward-thinking pilots. All right, let's look at the METAR report at KROC. We'll go ahead and enter that in, and let's see what we have. So we have some clouds at 3,000 feet. Wow, so we're going to have clouds all the way down to basically glide slope. Broken clouds at 4,300 above ground level, and overcast at 6,000. We have light snow. Visibility is about 9 miles, and we have winds 260 degrees, which is coming out of the west at 15 miles per hour. So we have a direct headwind on runway 28. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the wind charts. The altimeter is going to be 291. So in kilopascals, that would be 1013. Temperature is 31 degrees Fahrenheit. That would be about 1 degree Celsius, give or take. So let's go to Wind Finder, and let's just make sure that SimBrief is giving us the proper arrival, which should be oh yeah, absolutely. So the winds are still pushing very strong from the west, moving east. The wind direction is moving east, and they're coming from the west, and they're 15 knots. So runway 28 is definitely the runway we're going to want. So SimBrief did not throw us a curveball there. Beautiful. As of right now, just sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. We got almost cruise altitude coming up here, and we'll make our announcement. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's the cab speaking. Reach cruise altitude of 24,000 feet. Seatbelt sign is off. Feel free to move along the cabin. We're only going to be in cruise for about 25 or so minutes, and we're going to be starting a slow descent in Rochester. Enjoy the flight with us. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's the cab speaking. Reach cruise altitude of 24,000 feet. Seatbelt sign is off. Feel free to move along the cabin. We're only going to be in cruise for about 25 or so minutes. We're going to be starting a slow descent in Rochester. Enjoy the flight with us. And that is how you do that. Alright, the McDo is probably going to want the information from us pretty soon here. So let's go to flight plan, performance. It's not asking. Oh, it is. There it is. It just came up. Boom. Alright, so we'll enter our destination information. Let's see. So, altimeter is going to be 1013. The QNH temperature, we will put 0. Winds are 260 at 15. Go ahead and plug that in. 18,000 on the transition in the United States. We're going to do a 141, and this runway is, whoa, that's not what I want. We're going to do a 141 and on our approach speed, and this runway is only 6,000 feet. We'll take a look in a minute, but yeah, we're definitely going to want auto brakes medium for this one. We may even want to do auto brakes max. I don't even know if it lets you, but it's an ILS approach. So let's go to our our arrival chart here. Not our arrival, but our approach charts. Let's go to the approach. We're going to be doing the ILS 28. So let's scroll on down here. ILS 28. So that's what we want right there. We're going to go ahead and pin that guy. And let's go ahead and take a look. So to intercept glide, we need to be at 2,300 feet. So 109.5 is what we want in our rad nav, which is 109.5, and 280 is actually the course according to the charts. This is saying 279. So we'll put F280 here, and then we'll put 280 on the right side here. Let's just confirm 280. Yep. And we're going to be putting a radial altimeter of 271 feet. So let's go back to our performance. Next 200 and was it 81 or 71? 271. 271 on the radio altimeter. Since it is an ILS approach, it's going to be a flaps full, no doubt today, and we are looking good. Let's take a look at Billah. We need to be at 2,300 feet. And as we can see from our charts here, from our waypoints, Billah, it's showing 4,300. That'll probably change. Let's see. That airport is 559 feet. Okay, so we look good. Let's go ahead, and we don't need the ground charts because it's such a small airport. All right, let's take a look outside here. Stunning. Alright, so there's our descent indicator there, which seems pretty late in my opinion, but at Gibbs, we're going to do a manual descent. So at Gibbs, we need to be at, let's go back to the flight plan here. So at Gibbs, we need to be at 17,340. We're just going to say 17. So let's go ahead and pull this guy down to 17. And we'll do our manual descent in about 6 or 7 minutes. That's it. Got all these beautiful clouds out here. I love that toilet flush sound from FS Realistic. Sounds so cool. Alright, this is going to be a very straightforward approach. We're basically just going to be making a right turn here, descending down, coming in on from a left turn here onto the arrival, and that's pretty much it. We will keep monitoring the winds in case they change, but I highly doubt they will. So, yeah, we should be good. 95% satisfaction down here from PACX. Alright, probably turn these lights off here. Beautiful. So take a look upstairs. What do we have? Let's see. Everything here looks fine. Heat, that should stay on. Okay. 57 nautical miles until we hit ULW. Probably gonna be a little bit of a spicy arrival. So we definitely got some overcast. We got a little bit of snow. Definitely gonna get those anti-ices on too. That's for sure. Alright, so once again, we need to be at 17,000 at Gibbs, so we're probably going to start a descent right before we make our right turn, and we're doing our manual descent here. About 30 nautical miles. Okay. Let's do a weather update. See if anything has changed. Altimeter is still the same, and it is still light snow. Some thick cloud layer there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign on as we're about to start our descent.
The flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please adjust your seat to fasten your seatbelt.
I love how it goes from like 98 to 96, you know, satisfaction, and then it always drops to like 95 when you turn the seatbelt sign. So you pissed off like 1% of the passengers back there. It's pretty funny how that works. Yeah, we're fighting a heavy headwind, as you can see, 47 knots directly on us. So going back to Newark, we should get there probably 15 minutes early because of the big tailwind we'll have. Alright, we can just about start descent now, so let's go ahead and descend at about let's do 1,800 feet per minute. And as you can see, we are now descending. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck is the captain speaking. You see we started a slow descent into the Rochester area. Should be on the ground in about 30 or so minutes. Temperature in Rochester is light snow, broken clouds at 4,300 and 6,000 feet. Temperature is 31 degrees Fahrenheit. Do appreciate you flying United today. We hope to see you on a United flight in the near future. Flight test, please prepare the cabin for arrival. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck is the captain speaking. You see we started a slow descent into the Rochester area. Should be on the ground in about 30 or so minutes. Temperature in Rochester is light snow, broken clouds at 4,300 and 6,000 feet. Temperature is 31 degrees Fahrenheit. Do appreciate you flying United today. We hope to see you on a United flight in the near future. Flight test, please prepare the cabin for. Alright, so we can slow the descent maybe to 1,700 or even 1,600. See how it's very like glitchy? I don't know what happened here. Maybe it could be the livery I'm using that's causing that. I don't know. And we need to be at 2,300 feet to intercept glide, so we'll bring her down to 2,300. And we're probably going to want to push our VS to, yeah, about right there, because we need to slow down there. So, yeah, that should work. 1,800 feet, 1,900 feet per minute. Let's actually do 2,000 feet per minute, because I definitely want to slow down here. And we're just about coming up to that transition as well, so we'll refresh the weather again. The METAR report, still 29901. Let's go ahead and 29901. And 29901, as well as this guy here, 29901. Just to 19,000 feet. Cloud surfing here in a minute. All right, so what is the outside air? -10, so these anti-ices are gonna have to come on. Go to 1,800 feet. About 30 nautical miles until we'll hit 2,300 feet. Just about to go through the clouds. Let's go ahead and fire up these anti-ices. Let's get the wing light on.
Final descent into New York. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any craft one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
stunningly beautiful. Wow. Absolutely stunning. Alright, it's going to get kind of dark in here. Let's go ahead and turn on some lights. Turn some overhead panel lights on as well. Alright, so it's now dropping our speed. Let's go ahead and pull some speed brakes, some ground spoilers out. Right, going down to 250, yep. Okay. And clear that alarm. Landing systems can come on as well. Turn on some flood. Beautiful. Let's get our landing lights on. Come on, dude. This thing is so annoying. Cool. Temperature is -6. Okay. Dial that back. A little bit more speed brakes out. Ground spoilers, that is, I mean. Alright, so we're still at 291 on the altimeter. You can see the ground now here. Man, it is cold out here, huh? I'm surprised we can already see. I thought we'd have clouds all the way down to like 3,000. It said ceiling at 4,300. Okay. So we'll do 1,200. About 18 nautical miles to the airport indicated here. Right here, I believe this is a speed reduction. So we're probably going to get our slats out right when we hit our speed reduction here.
$2,500.
Airport's like right over here. There's our glide. This should be the speed reduction. If it's not, I'm going to manually do it. Let's get fully lit up here. That is. Pull some spoilers out. We can hold at 25, it's fine. We're low enough. Alright. And let's get flaps 1 out. Airport should be right over here somewhere. I believe that's the airport right there. There's a runway. Look at all that snow. There the glide slope comes. Let's go ahead and arm the approach. And we're going to go ahead and dial this guy back to 170. I'm going to get flaps 2 out in a minute here. And flaps 2 speed checked. Let's go gear. Alright, 5 miles out. Let's go to final approach speed at 141, that is. And let's do flaps 3. Alright. And let's go flaps full. Flaps full. Alright, gear down. 3 green. Flaps full and indicated. Spoilers are armed. Ground crews has been advised. You guys have been advised. Landing lights are on. We go ahead and kill the anti-ice. Let's get this light on. We're in the glide path.
1 time.
We are ready to do it, friends. Auto brake set to medium. Three miles out. Just about 3 miles out, I'm going to take manual control. Ooh, got some winds. Direct 23-mile-an-hour headwind here. That's exactly what we want to see. Oh boy. My airplane. Oh boy.
400. 100 above. 300.
Don't have a lot of runway here. Continue. Definitely want to get below the glide slope a little bit, just to be safe.
Glide slope.
Oh shit. We're good.
Glide slope.
No, we're fine.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
40. 30. 20. Retard.
Come on.
5.
Reversers, nose down gently. Woo. And folks, 99% satisfaction on that landing. I will take it.
The local time is 3:46 p.m.
Woo.
and it's currently about 30 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices.
Let's go ahead and get that APU fired up. Woo! Everybody, welcome to Rochester International Airport. Let's go ahead and clean up the aircraft. Spoilers coming down, flaps coming up. Can barely see in these. I can't stand these. When a Sobo does this, they put snow all over the freaking runway here. It's so unrealistic. Completely over the taxiways, you can't see a goddamn thing. Whew. Flap is open on the APU. Let's go ahead and fire that APU up. And now we have a 97% satisfaction. That was spicy. Alright, we're going to be parking at one of these gates over here. Ooh, that was good. Loved it. Alright, let's go ahead and turn off the runway turnoffs can come on. Keep the taxi light on. What gate are we going to be parking at? Maybe we'll go with this one right here, which is Alpha 4. Can't really see a damn thing. I'll try my best. There we go. There's the line there. I'd say that's good about there. Park brake is going to be set. We do have our APU running. Turn the APU bleed on. Engine number 2. Engine number 1 coming down. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and go to our pushback system aircraft. Let's get the jetway and the baggage loader catering as well, since we are going to be doing the turnaround here. Feel real sorry for the ground crew down here as it's freezing out there. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn off. We'll leave the beacon on. The strobe can come off. The nav can come off. The nose light should have been off already. We do have available power outside. Let's go ahead and turn that guy on, and the APU can now be shut down. And let's go ahead and turn the lights off down here. Park brake is set. We'll go ahead and unlock our door so we can get out. And we need to turn off the seatbelt sign, and that's why people were waiting. They're waiting on me. Beautiful. And then we're going to go ahead and turn off the external power. And we're going to go ahead and turn off BAT 1, BAT 2. And once the APU is fully shut down, the aircraft will come to a complete shutdown. Cold and dark. Let's deboard. And then we're going to get set up for our turnaround leg back to Newark International Airport. So there we have it, friends. Good, successful arrival into the snowy, cold Rochester International Airport in the beautiful Fenix Airbus A320. Absolutely love it. As the APU is still coming down, as we can see right here, APU, see it is still on, and it takes a minute to shut down, but once it shuts down, go ahead and turn the emergency lights off. Once it shuts down, you will see everything here come off, because these are off right here, and it says external power is available. So yeah, this is the first person when it comes to FS Realistic. This is kind of how you do your walk around of the airplane. Pretty cool. I don't know why it does that with the paint, the livery. But yeah, cool. There it goes. See, now the APU is down. All the systems are coming down. And what we might want to do is we might want to turn on the cabin light here, because last I checked, I had it off. So let's go to the cabin lights. Turn that on, please. Thank you. And if we leave the cabin here, or the flight deck, we can now see that are the lights on? I guess. I don't know. Wonder, can we leave? Oh no, it doesn't let us. But okay, very cool. Alright guys, well, I'm going to restart the sim, get set up for the second leg back to Newark. I'm going to go ahead and turn it to the Be Right Back screen, put on some music, and I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. And we are back, folks. Airplane is now getting loaded up by our crew outside, working really hard in this frigid 30-degree weather when it is snowing here in Rochester. All right, without further ado, folks, let's get this bad boy programmed and ready to rock and roll all the way back to Newark International Airport by Drzewiecki Design. No FSLTL again because it will take a major frame hit. I'm absolutely actually, you know what? Let's try FSLTL right now. We're getting 43. See how the FPS just plummeted right there? So let's go to injector. Let's go to start. Enter. And let's see what kind of FPS we can get with this. But once we get closer to Newark, we're going to have to probably turn that guy off. There's not a lot of airplanes. It's a small airport. There's not a lot of detail in this airport, so the frames, it's not much of a hit FPS-wise, but I don't see any airplanes here. You know what? I don't think there's any flights out of here right now due to the fact that it's because it's snowing here. Okay, well, the FPS seems fine, so let's come on inside and let's really get this bad boy programmed up as quick as we can. Bat 1, Bat 2 available. Beautiful. Let's go to IRS 2, IRS 1, IRS 3. We're going to go ahead and come on down here to crew oxygen light going on, beacon light going on, nav light going on. Seatbelt signs on, as well as a non-smoking emergency lights going on, and the aft cargo heat going to the aft position. Come on down here to our systems. We can go ahead and clear that alarm there. Let's go ahead and go to the init ref page. Let's go ahead and request our flight plan from SimBrief. Can clear this message here again. Clear, clear. Thank you. Let's go to aligning the IRS. Confirm the alignment. Go back to return and let's get in our flight plan. Beautiful. Let's go to, what do we need to do? Let's go to our SimBriefs. Let's go to this guy here. Let's first start Pack X. Let's go to start flight. And today we're flying at 31,000 feet. We're going to keep the passenger count. It is a full flight, but we're going to keep it a little low today due to the fact that I kind of want to just get out of here. All right, let's turn on FSLTL.
FS Realistic.
Excuse me, FS Realistic, that is. Let's go to the pilot briefing here. And we are connected. Navigraph. Wait, what is going on here? Let's go to SimBrief. What the hell? There we go. Import from SimBriefs. Let's get the flight plan up. And let's take a look at what we need. So today we are United Airlines 2525 back to New York. So United Airlines 2525 is our number. We're gonna be cost index 30 today. 310 on the cruise, I believe, is right. Let's see, 310, that is correct. And let's go to the flight plan page here. We're gonna be 22 on our takeoff. Okay, that's cool. Runway 22, so let's go to this guy here. Let's plug in our block fuel, which to save time, I'm just gonna go to the mass and balance page, and we're just gonna load instant on the aircraft because I definitely want to get out of here quickly. All right, so the plan is 15.3 in the tanks, and that is indicated there as well. So we'll put 15.3. Go ahead and plug that guy down in there. And that gives us a zero fuel weight of 132,193 pounds. So we're going to put 132.2 to be safe. So 132.2 with a CG center of gravity of 29.4. So 29.4. We're going to plug that into this guy here. That all looks gravy. Let's go back to the flight plan here, and let's go to KROC, departure out of 22. There is no, we're not taking a departure out of here, I believe. Let's go back to this guy. Let's go to our pilot briefing. And no, it is direct to Hank, which should indicate here. So if we go to Hank, there it is. Let's go ahead and clear the discontinuity so our flight plan is connected, and then we are going to be taking the 22 left. So the same, so we took off on 22 right, so we're going to be arriving on 22 left. So let's go to our arrivals page. ILS 22 left is what we want. So ILS 22 left via the Flossie 4 arrival, which is this guy right here, Flossie 4 with the Hank, I believe it is, transition. All right, flight plan is now in. Let's just make sure everything is connected here. All right, so let's clear the manual and let's clear the discontinuity. Insert that. Beautiful. Flight plan is in. Let's go to our performance page. Come on up here. Let's fire up the pitot heats, and a master APU can come on. Let's come on down here and let's see the flap open, which takes about 10 seconds. APU is now firing up. Let's get this guy, clear those messages, and let's get our first officer on the legs page. Clear, 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 clear. Beautiful. And the flap is about to open any second. Flaps open. Let's go ahead and start the APU. Let's get some dome light on as well. It's a little dark in here. Let's got our dome light on. Let's go ahead and turn on some floods. And forward flood. Beautiful. Let's get this onto the on position. We'll ident into 2000 squawk code. What else do we need? That should have been on already. Let's come on down to the departure page. We're going to be doing flaps 1 since we do have quite a bit of runway. We're going to be doing runway 22, I believe. It is a wet condition today. And we're going to sync the final load sheet. And we're going to sync our weather. 299.1 on the altimeter, which is the same. Beautiful, beautiful. And it shows on the first officer's side. We're going to do a flaps 1. Force takeoff no. Anti-ice off. Pack's going to be in the on position. Sync this one more time. And we're going to calculate our V-speeds. 127, 140, 141.
Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit
18 on the transition. It's going to be at flaps 1 with a DN probably 0.0, 0.2.
If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know.
Flex 57.
Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed.
All right, we're all ready. Let's come on over here to our crew. Let's go to pushback. Let's go to a pre-plan. And we'll just have them push us back right there. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get the APU on. This guy, I don't know what happened with you there. What else? Let's come on over here. Let's remove our ground services, which would be our external power unit. I didn't swap over? Oh shit, I didn't. I forgot to swap over, but we're all good because we're on AP power. Yeah. All right, catering, baggage. All right, let's take a look at the flight plan here. I'm going to make an announcement. Let's remove the music. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here. This is the captain speaking. Welcome aboard United Flight 2525 service to Newark. Flight time today is about 49 minutes in the air. We do have a nice tailwind that's going to push us there quicker, so we should be ahead of schedule. We do have a full flight today. Please listen to our flight attendants as they go through their safety briefing with you, and we'll be pushing back shortly. Welcome aboard. All right. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here. This is the captain speaking. Welcome aboard United Flight 2525 service to Newark. Flight time today is about 49 minutes in the air. We do have a nice tailwind that's going to push us there quicker, so we should be ahead of schedule. We do have a full flight today. Please listen to our flight attendants as they go through their safety brief with you, and we'll be pushing back shortly. Welcome aboard. All right, let's get this party on the road. Chocks can be removed. I think that removes this. No, it doesn't. I turned that setting off. Okay. Let's go ahead and call our crew. First, let's get the jetway to go, and let's request our pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Alright, all our doors are closed. Beautiful, I know. APU is good to go. Let's go to engines page for startup. I'm on upstairs here. Turn on the nav. Fuel pump's going to the on
The
position.
bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment
Altitude
is
constraint and airport.
The parking
up
brakes are
to-
set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the
19,000.
aircraft.
We're not on VATSIM. Let's just take it up to 31.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Alright, park brake released, and
brakes are
we
released.
locked our cockpit door.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in
Predictive
sequence.
wind shear system on,
It will
even
start
though
in the
it's
sequence.
not modeled or doesn't work in the aircraft. It's just procedural. TA is what we need to be on now. And we're going to get our ignition in the start mode, and we're going to go to engine number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration.
See the packs automatically turn off. Airbus, it's all auto. This whole airplane's automatic. And the 737, you got to do that manually.
And we appreciate your attention as we demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. FAA regulation requires you to follow the instructions of our crew members and comply with posted and lighted signs.
It's important to have your seatbelt on at all times.
This is a quick taxi and a quick departure out. We're going to be airborne real quick.
Tighten by pulling the loose end of the strap. Lift the buckle to release. When the seatbelt sign is on, your seatbelt should be fastened low and tight across your
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Park brake set.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Please take a look around in order to familiarize yourself with the aircraft.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Take a moment now.
Okay, sir. Cleared to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Overhead sign.
Appreciate
Hold
you.
in position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Please bear in mind that your
All right.
next exit may be behind.
Looks like engine number 2 is good to go. Let's go and fire up engine number 1.
Flight wraps will automatically inflate.
That is. Hear those PTUs barking back there. This is
Detach from the aircraft and are used as
quite a bright cabin here.
If you're seated in an exit row, you may be asked to assist the crew during an evacuation. If you're unable or uncomfortable, please ask a flight attendant to be moved. If you must evacuate the aircraft, exit path lights on or near the floor will illuminate and guide you to the exit.
Love that rumble.
Look for
So
the
good.
color or an exit sign to indicate you have reached an exit. Leave all carry-on bags behind. Please refer to the safety card near your seat for the operation of the exit doors on this aircraft. If necessary, oxygen masks will drop from above your seat. If a strap appears, pull down on the strap to access your mask. Firmly pull the mask to extend the tubing.
EGT's on the rise. Looks like we have a good engine start on both engine 2 and engine number 1. Beautiful. Let's come on upstairs here. Let's go ahead and turn taxi on. We can actually turn the runway turnoffs on as well. We'll go ahead and probably turn off the APU bleed. APU master is now going to come off. Beautiful. Pilot heat is going to stay in the on position. We're going to go flaps 1. We're going to check our flight controls here. Full left. Full right. Elevator. I don't know why it's so glitchy. And full up and full down. Beautiful. Let's go back to the ENG page. And let's make sure we have flaps 1 and indicated, which we do. Slats are out. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and kill the parking brake. Let's go ahead and move forward. Let's get our charts up here. We'll just plug it in on the route. It's just a straight out, and then there's our departure right there, real quick. Just get those wing lights to the on position. And folks, we are number 1 for takeoff flight times. Please prepare the cab for departure.
We hope you have a pleasant and comfortable flight. Thank you for choosing United. It's time to fly.
It's time to fly. And folks, we are number 1 for takeoff flight times. Please prepare the cab for departure. Alright, let's do our takeoff config check. Arm our spoilers. Auto brake set to RTO. Let's go ahead and turn on our radar here. This guy can go to the normal position. Landing lights to the on position. Strobes coming on. Fully lit up like a Christmas tree. And let's get it, boys. Let's go ahead and turn the chrono on. Chrono coming on down here as well.
We're ready for departure.
Let's get it. Spool them up. A little bit of side pressure down stick. And man flex. SRS 57 auto throttle blue. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots, neutral. $100. V1. Rotate. Little bit of a crosswind there. All right, we're at a positive rate. Let's go with the gear up. Alright, let's follow our flight directors. Nose lights coming off. Turnoff's coming off. And left turn, throttle climb. Pitch the nose down, gain some speed. Alright, we're at speed to go flaps clean. Slats are coming in, beautiful. Pitch the nose up a little bit. Want to get those anti-ices on just in case here. So you can hear the engines kind of died out a little bit there. It's because of the anti-ices. Spoilers are retracted. Disarmed, that is. Let's go to autopilot 1 checked. Beautiful departure. Let's come on up here. Let's remove. There's our flight. There's our little airplane there. Let's go to settings. I'm going to turn these cabin lights off. Alright. There we go. Much better. Wow, frigid. Okay, making our way on up to Hank or Hawk. Nav strobe coming off to the auto position. Should be a pretty nice breakout. Let's take a look at the -6 degrees. So yeah, we should probably keep the anti-ices on for a little bit. Coming on up to 10,000, so we're going to turn off the landing lights. I believe this breakout's going to come in a couple more thousand feet. Alright, we're at about 10,000. Let's go ahead and turn those landing lights to the off position, and wing light can come off as well. Oh boy. Alright.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galley or near the lobby.
Woo! It was all worth it, right there. Oh man. Oh my God. Yeah, I'll be taking a screenshot of that. Thank you. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, goodness gracious. Jesus. Turn those wing lights, those anti-engines off. And probably turn this overhead panel light off as well. These floods can go off. And there you have it, folks. That's our top of climb there. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, just look at that. Whew, man. That is, even though I've seen this many times, it never gets old. Never gets old. It's amazing. Like, stunning that a simulator looks this good. Wow. Wow. Ooh, okay. Making our way up. Almost at transition. And once again, we are on real world time here. Wow. All right. Let's go to standard. Man, that is just absolutely stunning. Alright, probably could release the crew. So let's turn the seatbelt sign off. Air is relatively smooth. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, making our way on up to 31,000 feet. Seatbelt signs off. Feel free to move along the cabin. We'll check back in with you when we start descent. Enjoy the flight.
You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when using the case of unexpected turbulence.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, making our way on up to 31,000 feet. Seatbelt signs off. Feel free to move along the cabin. We'll check back in with you when we start descent. Enjoy the flight. Okay, folks. Took a little breather there for a minute. Alright, so it looks like we're just about to start our descent. Well, no, we're not starting our descent. What are we doing here? Okay, I'm making a left turn. Let's go ahead and turn on some floodlights. It's getting a little dark in here. And let's go ahead and turn on some overhead as well. Man, that looks absolutely stunning. Alright, just taking a look at the weather. And the weather is relatively the same. A little bit of clouds, 11,000 above ground level, a few at 5,000. And there's some at 25,000 as well as 11,000. Now, temperature is 29 or 9 or 6. Temperature is 39 degrees Fahrenheit. That'd be about 4 degrees Celsius. Winds are 290 at 16. So we do have some winds. We do have a nice tailwind of 46 here. Alright, so let's go ahead and enter in some information for our arrival here. Let's put in our altimeter, which is 10, what is it again? 1014. Temperature is in Celsius, about 4 degrees. 290 at 16. Transition is 18. We're going to do 142 on our approach. And we are doing ILS today, so we're going to need, what do we need here? Let's go to our Navigraph. And today we're going to be doing a ILS 22 left, I believe, approach. Let's just double check that in the flight plan. ILS 22 left, that is correct. So let's come on over to our approach. And ILS localizer runway 22 left. That's exactly what we want. Minimums today are 200. Very, very simple. And we need to hit glide at 3,000, I believe. Coming along the river here, that'll be nice. Glide slopes at about 3,000 feet, so airport's at 11 feet above sea level. 108.7 and 219. 108.7 and 219. This is always off 1. Interesting. F219. Boom. 219. Boom. 219. And boom. Alright, getting close to top of drop here. I'm actually going to go ahead and start descending us now. It's going to get real dark here. I need to change the color so I can actually see. I hope this doesn't crash the sim. Alright, that's going to be doing its thing in the background. Right? Yeah, that's going to take a minute. Oh, look at that. Look at that sky coloration of the purple like that. Absolutely stunning. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here, it's Cap speaking. We start initial descent into the Newark area. Should have you on the ground in about 35 or so minutes. Temperature is 4 degrees Celsius, and we have some winds coming out of the east. Excuse me, out of the northwest at 16 miles per hour. Do appreciate flying United today. We hope to see you on another United flight. Flight attendants, please fill the cabin. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here, it's Cap speaking. We start initial descent into the Newark area. Should have you on the ground in about 35 or so minutes. Temperature is 4 degrees Celsius, and we have some winds coming out of the east. Excuse me, out of the northwest at 16 miles per hour. Do appreciate flight United today. We hope to see you on another United flight. Flight attendants, please by the cabin. See where this is at. Okay, that's still updating. It's quite an interesting arrival. It's like it makes you go this way, turn around, and then back over. Been airborne for 26 minutes. Sweet. Alright, so this is done. Alright, so I need a screw with the night lighting here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, what do we got? Alright, so I gotta install True Color, which it's ready. Good. Alright, I want to get down a little sooner here. Let's go to 21. Okay, so let's go to customize that. Let's click on this guy. That's a little better. Let's go to game. Let's see how game looks. Movie looks pretty bright. But I actually can see. Even though that kind of looks unrealistic, I can see. See what default looks like. Let's do default. Default looks fine. Alright. Actually, default looks pretty darn good. Alright, cool. Let's go on up here and let's turn on our wing light. Getting out of transition altitude. Our altimeter, let's go ahead and update our METAR again, and that was, what was that? Let me make sure everything looks correct here. The altimeter 29906. All right. Okay, 29906, 29906, and let's do our backup here. I think I know what's causing this lag here of the PFD. Or this is the PFD. I believe this is the FD, the flight display. What the hell is this? I think it's, it could be better pushback. This one right here. I think it's this program screwing this up. Alright, so we can now probably take it down to 1800. We just need to be at 3000 here. Just to make sure we get that glide slope. We can go to 17 now. Getting great performance, 40 FPS right now. The airport's like over here somewhere, I think. This will be my first time flying into New York at nighttime. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on that seatbelt sign. That seatbelt sign should have already been on, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and turn on.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten.
A little early for the wing light, or for the landing lights. Let's go ahead and arm our speed brake. Ground spoilers, I mean. Alright, we're taking an FPS hit right now. I think what it is the traffic at Newark, which we might disable FSLTL if it gets too frame intensive. Wow, look at that, man.
We have begun our final descent into Newark. Flight attendants will be passengers in cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position.
What's interesting, I haven't seen any airplanes around here. You'd see airplanes in the sky, you know? Maybe FSLTL is not running. I don't know. It's all good. Let's go ahead and turn our landing lights on. slow it down to 250. Yeah, how cold is it out here? -5. Should be okay. Is that the airport right there, straight ahead? No. Just go ahead and dial this guy back a little bit. Alright, let's get our landing systems on, because this right turn comes pretty quick. So yeah, gimme, you need to be at 2,500, so let's actually drop it down to 2,500. And that's the airport right there. That is quite the sharp right turn. I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. We're gonna go ahead and vector ourselves out. Do 046 is fine. Actually, 044 is fine. All right, we're looking fine. So let's actually go up to 3,000 here. We're going to hold at 3,000. That's the airport right there. Yeah, I'm not seeing any airplanes around here. All right, we're gonna hold at 3,000. Actually, you know what? Let's hold at 3,500.
$2,500.
Alright, let's go direct to Gimme. We'll insert that in there. Let's go ahead and drop to 2,500. There's a glide path coming in. We're going to get flaps or slats out. We can see our glide path is coming in beautifully. There's our runway right there, 22 left. Manage speed here. Let's drop it down to 275. Actually, 270 is good. And we're going to do flaps 2, speed checked. And we'll go gear. And let's hit that approach button. .160 on the speed. We're going to go flaps 3. It's going to be a low brake, flaps 3.
2,000.
Checked. Got a 21 mile an hour crosswind here. I could feel it. And wow, this is stunning. Gear down 3 green. Auto brake set to low. Let's go ahead and arm our spoilers, which they are. And let's go, we are 5 miles out. We'll go to final approach speed of 142. And flaps full. Get fully lit up here. Alright, gear down, 3 green. Auto brake set to low. Spoilers are armed. Flaps are full and indicated. Fully lit up like a Christmas tree. Cabin crew's been advised. You guys have been advised. Let's get it, friends. Pappies look happy. 2 white, 2 red. Checked. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at New York in the background here. Look at Manhattan. Lower Manhattan. Holy shit. Performance ain't great, but you know what? I ain't going to complain with 30 frames per second streaming with a 1070 and running this on medium to high. Ain't going to complain about that one bit. Airplane's mine. Give me the airplane, please. Whoa, whoa, didn't want to do that. Okay, my airplane. We're still in the glide slope. Pitch the nose up a little bit.
.500.
Checked. Coming right over the the street right here.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5,
Floating it. And we're a little off center, but we're okay. We're okay. Nose down gently. Woo! Jesus Christ.
retard, retard.
Woo! Man, there was some serious winds at the end there. Holy shit.
Newark. The local time is 5:03 p.m. and it's currently about 39 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices.
Alright, retract those spoilers, retract those flaps, get that APU fired up.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins. Items may have shifted during the flight.
Taxi light coming on, runway turnoffs can stay on. Get that APU fired up. Jesus Christ, wing lights coming off. So you know what? Let's keep that wing light on. Wow. That was a fun one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Newark International Airport. FPS is definitely getting hit, but believe it or not, it's better than I thought it would be. This Drzewiecki design airport is money. Alright, flaps open. Let's go ahead and fire that APU up. Did I retract the flaps? I did. Cool. Okay. Still have a 98% satisfaction on that flight. I will take it. I'll take it all day, every day. No clue what gate we're going to. We're just gonna pick one. This terminal here looks like, kind of looks like, ooh, we're getting a little faster, 23 knots, a little quick. This looks like regional here. That gate over there looks good. Alright, APU is available. Let's go ahead and let's see, left or right? looks like a bigger gate here. Let's go to the left. Lufthansa. 787. Look at all the people. Right there's good. Let's go ahead and set that parking brake, and let's go ahead and shut down engine number 2 and engine number 1. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and turn these lights off, and our runway turn off should have already been off. That should have been off as well. Let's let the passengers go. Let's come on outside and let's get our aircraft baggage. This aircraft is done for the day. And we do have external power available, and let's go ahead and shut the APU down. Beautiful. Pretty cool. You can hear like you can kind of hear like the lobby of the terminal in there. That's pretty cool. All right, FPS is horrible, as you can see, 15 frames per second. But all right, folks, that'll do it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the airplane down. It'll shut down eventually. The APU is still running, so it'll be a few minutes until it actually fully goes dark in here. Want to say thank you so much for anyone who is following the channel and who is viewing my content. I do appreciate it. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and safe flights, everyone.